Hey guys, what's up? It's Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kayla and you're watching Kayla Josephine TV. Today's video is going to be different than the videos I've been making recently. I just got a new phone, and so I thought a good video idea would be to show you guys my minimalist phone setup for my iPhone XR. Now, for the past year or so, I've been doing some research on minimalism because I've been looking around at all of the things that I own, and I just come to the conclusion that I have way too much stuff, and it honestly has started to drive me insane. And so I did some research on minimalism to see what exactly it is and how it works for me. With minimalism, I learned that it's different for everybody. And so for me personally, I've come down to these three factors of what I think minimalism is. The first is the less is more factor. And a good way to think of less is more is basically not buying 5 or 6 of the same products or items and storing it in your home, but just allowing yourself to buy that one item, allowing it to be used in its entirety, and then restocking if you need to. The second is the mindfulness factor. And I honestly think the mindfulness factor should actually come before the less is more factor, because you should be asking yourself these 3 questions with the mindfulness factor. The first is this product or item of value? The second is this product or item going to be used regularly? Or the third question, will this item take up unnecessary space in my home? You have to answer these questions honestly so that way you know exactly what is and what isn't allowed in your home. And third is the clean look factor. Once you've gotten to the point where your items are of value, of use, and they are not taking up unnecessary space, you will find that cleaning your home is now a lot easier, and so you will always have that clean look throughout your home. And while I just went on a complete rant about minimalism and how you can use it for your home, trust me, you can use the same exact factors when it comes down to setting up your iPhone. So I'm going to stop talking and get into this video. I hope you guys enjoy. First, before I get into apps and stuff, there are 2 things that I wanted to mention. One, my case is OtterBox and there is a screen protector on it. I don't know why Apple has this weird fetish of making things completely glass, but now I have to go above and beyond to make sure that my phone is protected. The other thing that I wanted to say and show you guys is that I turned off the raise to wake function on my phone. By doing that, I gave my phone just a little bit more of a minimalist kick to it, as well as lessening the distraction that you get when you pick up your phone and you can immediately see the screen. Alright, so let's unlock it. And yes, I do have a waffle as my lock screen. I don't watch Stranger Things, I just really like waffles that much. So the first thing that I'm pretty sure you noticed is where is all of my apps, and that's because I delete my apps. And I'm gonna insert a picture and show you guys what the iPhone looks like right out the box. I'm pretty sure 95% of you guys are Apple iPhone users, so you guys already know. But as you can see, there's just way too many apps, way too many colors, just way too much going on. It's bulky, it's not clean, it's just too much for me. Personally, if I am not using an app, then I delete it, if of course Apple allows you to delete it, because there are certain apps that they won't let you delete and there are apps that they will let you get rid of. So yeah, if I don't use it, I delete it. And by doing this, I have a cleaner look, as you can see by the homepage, and it also frees up storage space. So getting into it, on my home screen, I like to keep what I call the essentials, and that is the calendar, photos, camera, and weather. And then I use down here in the dock screen, I have, of course, the call button, my Spotify, because Spotify, let's be serious, is better than Apple Music. And then I have my text message app right here. Now, before I get into the next page or get into detail in the next page, I wanted to show you guys exactly what I do to keep it minimalist and clean. The first thing that I do, I have to sneak onto the second page actually, is I turn off certain notifications, and I do that by going into settings. As you saw, I go to notifications, and for example, I don't use Apple Music, so therefore they don't need to notify me for anything, so I turned it off. For apps that I wanted to still be notified on, but not crazy notified, I put it on banner mode. So pretty much in calendar, for example, let's say somebody invited me and sent it to me through calendar. It'll be on banner mode, which is basically like a pop-up. It's not sitting in my notification center and it's not sitting on my lock screen, so I only see it if it drops down and goes back up, and I would have to physically go into the calendar app to kind of figure out what that notification was. Same as Instagram. I allow Instagram to notify me on like likes and shares and stuff like that and tags, but I only allow it to be on banner mode, which means again that it pops up, drops down, then disappears. It will not sit in my notification center and it will not be on my lock screen. This again just keeps everything clean, lessens the distraction, saves on battery, and all of the above. That's how I keep it minimal with the notifications. The next thing that I do is I removed the widgets. So I obviously don't have any right here, but I'm going to add some just so you can see. And your widgets are basically like your regular apps, but in just like miniature form. So Bible, batteries, Amazon, just gonna add that real quick so you can see. That's basically what the widget is. And it's in a hidden area. So that's your main page and then that's your widgets. But it's not needed there because it's already in these folders over here that I will get into in a minute. So going back into my edit, I'm going to toggle them off and then remove them because they're not needed. They take up storage space and they kill my battery. And then the last thing is my Siri suggestions. So it's usually sitting here alongside the widgets. You have to actually pull it down. And normally, if you pull this thing down right here, the search engine down, you're more or less pulling it down by accident, not on purpose. Let's just be real. So I'm going to go back into my settings again to show you exactly what it looks like. So you go into your settings, you go down to Siri and search. You search in settings, just gonna toggle that on real quick. Exit out, come back, and then again you pull it down. So this is what the Siri suggestions are. Basically, it's whatever apps that you use on a regular basis, and they're kind of just there for easy access, but honestly, it's just like a waste of time, space, and battery life. So we're gonna just go back into settings, we're gonna toggle it off, and exit out, and go back, and there you have it. It is completely clean, nothing going on, freed up space, and just the phone throughout just looks clean. So obviously, aside from these essential apps right here on the home page, I put all of the other apps in folders and I also separate them into categories. This allows me to go for exactly what I need and not be distracted by any apps that may be visible. For example, in my utilities app, I have Instagram, and in my productivity folder, I have the Holy Bible. So if I were to put Instagram out of my utilities app and into my productivity app, let's be honest, how much productivity is really happening? Like, who's really being productive here? Not me. So just keeping them separate just allows me to be disciplined and have those boundaries set. So let's go into productivity. As you can see, I have Bible, I have notes, I have podcasts, we have contacts, FaceTime reminders, Maps, WhatsApp, and Amazon, and then I keep all of anything money related on the second page. In creativity, I have all the apps that I use to either edit my YouTube videos or edit any pictures that I post on Instagram. And then down here, these last two are kind of like productivity apps for YouTube. So I have my subscriber count app, which tells me how many subscribers I have. And then I have my YouTube studio app, which kind of tells me how many views I am getting, what's my watch time, and stuff like that. And then in utilities, I have legit utilities on the first page. And then this top row is basically apps that legit cannot be deleted, but it ties into the colors, so I left it there. And then I have all of my social media apps, and I keep my social media apps in my utilities because social media really gets me. I can sit on Instagram and I can sit on Pinterest for 10 hours very easily. And so if I have them in a faraway app that at face value looks like this, I'm less likely to go into that folder and less likely to be on my phone for a very unnecessary amount of time. So yeah, that is my minimalist phone. My phone is a lot easier to make minimal than my apartment, that's for sure, but I love it. It's easy on the eyes, only have what I need. Like here on my home page, and then on the second page in the folders. Everything in these folders are exactly what I need, nothing more, nothing less. It's simple, and most importantly, it's just clear without. There's no clutter, no overcrowding. I delete what I no longer use anymore, and I just keep doing that. And I am saving on battery life, and I am also saving on storage by doing these methods, and you can too. So yeah, thanks for watching.